All right, this last kind of third part on freedom, and it's going to be pretty quick. Maybe, maybe not, because maybe I'm not free to just decide what time. That was a bad joke. All right, yeah. This is going to be the last little bit lecture on freedom. And I hope that kind of as I've started to ask these questions, and maybe you've had these questions before, maybe you haven't, maybe, again, kind of like as they relate back to Ishmael, right? And it is really fascinating, and I think a lot of these conversations do go back to Ishmael, and I think that's one reason why Ishmael is so rich as a text to use. But really kind of asking those questions as, how free are we, right? And in what way do kind of like others' freedoms restrict our own? What ways do our freedoms restrict others? And again, if there's any sort of restriction, does that mean that freedom actually exists? Right? So, in thinking about that, and in thinking about kind of this nature of freedom, I really do challenge you all to kind of really consider this I think provocative idea of freedom, of choice, of the ability to be who it is you are, of your ability to create a world for others. And we actually saw that, right, as Frankfurt talked about lying. The notion of lying, that when we lie to one another, we distort reality. And so if I lie to you, or if you lie to me, and I'm operating within that world that you've created for me out of that lie, well, I'm not free, right? Because I don't have the truth. And so I think that kind of connects really well, really nicely with some of Frankfurt's claims, right? So I'm not really free if I don't have the truth. And so in thinking about that, and thinking about kind of where this goes for the remainder of the course, and as it relates to the video that you're going to watch, The Truman Show, I just encourage you to pay close attention to this nature of freedom, to the nature of, like, what does it mean to be free? And especially, like, as we'll see in the film, and as you'll kind of reference in the film, I mean, Truman's world, by all intents and purposes, is a free world. Similarly, that the world outside, right? I live in downtown Moscow, and I can look outside and I can see, what's going on in downtown Moscow. It seems like people are acting according to their own will, according to their own autonomy, according to their own freedom. But are they really? Right? Are they really? Or are they just kind of going through the motions as what's expected? So I encourage you all to really kind of engage and really think about this nature of freedom. But even me telling you, right? If you want to be like, Bryce, I don't want to. Well, that's your choice, right? That's part of referential of your freedom. But maybe you feel like you have to because I'm telling you. And so it gets complex, again, kind of quickly. So be free if we have it. Be free. Experience freedom.